what we're going to attempt to do in this lecture is to use our newly learned property of CP-CTC to help us complete a proof regarding triangles based on triangle properties. Just like we always have, we're going to be given information and we're going to be asked to prove certain things. So a lot of the stuff that we've already done with proofs is going to hold true. All the things that we've covered up to this point are still going to be in play. All these ideas that we have on our proof reasoning sheet, if you will, is going to be fair game. So a lot of this is going to look familiar. It's not until the very end that it might look a little more current to what we're doing. As always, when we have a proof, let's start with given information. And first bit of given information is that side AB is parallel to side DE. For you visual folks, this is what helps me. I'm going to put the marks right in here and say that that's parallel. That's given information. We didn't have to do anything for that. But we do have to ask, why did they tell us this? What did we gain by knowing this? I'm just going to thin that pen out a little bit. There you go. So when we have this, what information we have now is, well, we can say that we know that angle ABC is going to be congruent to angle EDC. Why do we know that? Well, that's alternate interior angles, or AIA postulate. So we know we've got these angles here are congruent because we were told that those sides are parallel, DE and AB. That gives us an angle statement, which we like. Then we're also told that C is the midpoint of BD, given information. But why did they give us that? What did that allow us to say? Well, now, if we know that C is the midpoint of BD, BC is going to be congruent to CD. That's the definition of midpoint. Why do they give us information? What does it allow us to say? How can we use that to get information about sides and angles? That's what we're looking for. So we're getting really close over here to having something that we need. We're getting really close to one of our triangle congruence ideas. But we're one thing away, but we fortunately have one more statement to make. We can say that ACB is going to be congruent to ECD. ACB is congruent to ECD. And we know that, I'll put those marks in, because of, well, we know that because of vertical angles. Postulate, theorem, whatever you call it. I'm not as concerned about that. Now, if we know that, so now we have enough information to make a statement that looks like this. Triangle ABC is, how about a C, congruent to triangle DEC. And that's because of angle side angle. We know that those two triangles are congruent. And now we're getting to our last statement. What are we trying to prove? We're trying to prove that AB is congruent to DE. Now that we have first established that these triangles are congruent, we can now say that the corresponding parts, which AB and DE are also congruent. Meaning, and we've proven what we want, and how do we back that up? CP, CT, C. So that's how you do a quick walkthrough with, it's just a quick walkthrough of how to do a triangle congruence proof including that new idea of CPCTC. This might be a little tricky at first, proofs always are, but give it a go, and we will, please let me know if you have any questions. I hope this helped.